So hello, this is a video on how did I early potty train my daughter. I did it when she was 17 months old, and I just wanted to share with you my experience with it, and maybe it can you might find something useful in there. I don't know. It's definitely a process, and I think for every mom and for every baby it's gonna be different. So I don't know. I don't know how much it will help you. What signs Emilia had that told me that she might be ready is that she could, very often she would wake up for the night sleep dry. Not always, but pretty often. And when she was going for number one or for number two is obvious, but for the number one she was kind of telling it by saying specific word. She says caca, and if I would put where to put the hand on her diaper, I could feel it warm. So that told me that she had just peed, and she could realize that, she could feel that, and tell it to me. And so then basically when I thought, well, it's almost time, and with a little bit of help, she might be ready. She might be capable of learning how to go potty. First of all, what I mean by I've potty trained her is that when we are at home, she's without a diaper. She tells me when she wants to go potty, and I put her on the potty, and she goes. When she goes to sleep, I put her on a diaper because I feel it's safer, so she's not gonna wake up eventually if she's gonna pee. But having said that, the diaper is almost every time is dry. And also when she goes to sleep at night, she wears a diaper, and when we go out, she wears a diaper because I feel it's safer for me this way. Even if she has a diaper, she tells me she's going to go potty, and when I can, I bring her to the toilet, and she goes. So it's pretty much is finished now. She's almost 21 months old, so I started this journey, the real potty training, kind of actively potty training, at 17 months, and now she's fully potty trained, and I just wanted to do this video now when everything is fresh. The two methods I was inspired by are the Elimination Communication, and this is not a potty training technique, but consists on putting your baby or child in the potty when you see kind of signs that they want to go potty. And I find this method is very kind of difficult and puts a lot of pressure on you, but the way I used it is by I used it after Emilia could sit by herself, and the way I used it is by putting her in the potty when I was changing diapers, so it was already there, it was easy. And when after her naps, so that worked very well, because after her naps she always had to go potty, and it was the right time, putting her on the potty at that time, almost certainly she would go. So, and the way it helped with the whole potty training thing is for her to familiarize with the process. And during the Elimination Communication, for the way we used it, there was at some point at 1 year and at 15 months that she seemed potty trained. I would put her on the potty and she would go, but it was like for 3-4 days, and then she kind of regressed to going to doing it on the diapers, so it didn't work. fully. When she was 17 months, I used the um, potty training 3 days technique, but this particular technique calls for taking a long weekend and prior to that, preparing your baby that there will be no more diapers, and removing on the first day of potty training, removing completely the diapers with exception to naps and sleeping in the night. So and that included also going to daycare without a diaper, and we couldn't do that. The way we used it is by removing the diapers at home, and we were going out with the diaper and going to daycare with the diaper. Potty training in 3 days. I didn't read the book. It's from someone specific, but I'm not sure who the woman is. I'm gonna put the link on the Potty Training Our web article that I read. It's from the baby center, and also it calls when the baby goes potty, even if it is very little on the potty. It says like you kind of congratulate them and you do a big deal about it. And the way I use this is, okay, I did a big deal about it, but I also wanted to give her a candy or something, so to reward-based mechanism. We kind of gave her sweet candies, but she wasn't at that point where she could understand, so we did it with like small crackers, like the goldfish ones, and she loved that. So not always a sweet, it doesn't have always to be a sweet thing. The first 2 weeks of potty training were nightmare. She was peeing everywhere. We had to remove every carpet, everything, and we had to protect when she was sitting somewhere. She wasn't getting it 3 days, also because she was going to daycare, and in daycare she was wearing a diaper, so we were telling her she shouldn't pee on the diaper, she shouldn't pee herself, but then we were 2.5 days of the week she will have to do that, so it was contradictory. We were not coherent with her, so I think that was confusing her a little bit, so it took longer for us. Also, what happened is she got better, and then she had like a few accidents, but it got better and better and better. And at one point, this was about 1.5 months ago, it was perfect. So she was telling me everything, so it was very good. I'm gonna talk about positive things that happen with potty training, and the positive things are obvious. She's diaper free. She's less prone to rashes. So she's happy and proud of herself as well. So, and that is like grew her up, you know. And economically also, we don't have to buy diapers anymore. Oh, we have, but it's very kind of, it's such a small amount with respect to what we were buying before. Because we kind of we use mostly 1 diaper per day, so that's a huge change for us. Before was 6 maybe per day. So one complication with early potty training can be due to from the fact that the babies can hold their number 1 or number 2. The way I manage the number 1, so when I see she's playing and she's not thinking about going potty, but a lot of time has passed, I ask her if she wants to go potty, and if she tells me no, I say I'm gonna give you a candy if you go potty, and she might agree. She usually agrees because that's a good thing for her. The problem that came with Emilia, and it is also like an underlying problem because of her feeding issues, was going for a number two, so constipation. She kind of started going twice a week, and that wasn't good for her either, because I mean, physically she wasn't comfortable, and you could see that. So the way we managed that, well, there is not much to do, but I tried some constipation remedies, and they kind of, because she's holding she's fearful to go for number two, so she's holding it. If you are in the same situation, if you have a picky eater, you might want to consider, because I mean, this particular complication might not sound like a big deal, but when they are so small and they kind of keep it in, you can have rough days too. I mean, so you have to be ready and in the right mindset also to want to do it. We still have to go through the other process, which is potty training outside the house, and when she sleeps. We are doing a very good job at it, but we are not fully done. So I'm gonna wait a little bit and report on that if there is anything kind of interesting to report. So yeah, this is how my journey went. I wanted to share with you in the hope that might help someone. My daughter is a girl, so I don't know the process for a boy. So thanks for watching. If you have comments or questions, please leave them below, and see you in the next video.